Taurus, welcome to your rest of October Twin Flame Love reading, the general reading. Sun, Moon, Rising, Ascending in Taurus, Virgo, Venus, sorry, Venus in Taurus. Or you may be dealing with a Virgo. Could it be? I don't believe that anything happens by chance. So, general reading for you, take it as it resonates. Reading, clarification, gonna draw you a card from my Breath of Life Tarot Oracles at the end. But Taurus, let's see what we got with Adrian Nelson, your Psychic Tarot Reader. I hope that you're doing amazing. If it's your first time here, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome. Oh my goodness, welcome back. If you haven't yet done so, please go ahead and subscribe. All right, so very powerful energies at play here for you, my beautiful, beautiful Taurus. You have got the World card. That is what it's just, your reading just stunned me to silence. You know, it is just that starting point. So I do get the idea that you might be moving Taurus from, there's two possibilities here that are coming up really, really strong. And I am guided before I even tell you to not make the choice that is fueled by fear. And the way to normally know that we're making a choice fueled by fear is that you have to really justify it to yourself. I'm doing it because, and you have to do it over and over and over. Then you might want to reconsider it. So I'm getting one of two things happening here for you, Taurus. And it's literally one of two things can happen. So either you might be finishing off a connection with someone else in, sort of like with someone new. All right, that might be the general overall consensus here. Or for some of you, there's also a space here of almost like leaving a previous version of you behind. So a lot of healing that might be taking place here for you to, however it is that you may have either sabotaged with something with someone in the past where it couldn't work out, maybe you just poof, went up in smoke, whatever. I see that you're releasing that version and coming more into the truth of who you are. So this is actually a space of a very, very, very possible second chance. Okay? Very, very possible second chance here. And also supported there by the Four of Swords and followed by the Three of Pentacles, where, it's very much a sense of, I kind of feel like you were almost like in a little bit of a loop, So you were doing different things, but you were sort of doing the same thing over and over. You may have been in extreme survival mode. Okay? Someone may have really broken your heart here, hurt your feelings before, and you may have been in the survival mode, and anything and anyone, any idea that doesn't support you, feeling comfortable. It's almost like giving comfort to your survival mode. You would have discarded any of that. Now it's time for you to let it go. And I see that you've got a choice here. You've got an opportunity here to start a new path, possibly with someone new. But this could also be the same person, but both of you have changed. So two of you are different. And I really, really, really get this for, if you've been single for a while, you might have someone coming in. But if you finish things sort of like with someone else and maybe not the best of terms, then there is the opportunity now to sort of like set the record straight. Okay. So my beautiful, beautiful Taurus, let's clarify for you. Okay. Just want to see the two cards that came out. I'm going to put them back, but the two cards that came out for you here, popped out there, was the Lovers and the Knight of Pentacles. So you may have had an idea, or might still have an idea, that you need to have your life very, very figured out before you can open yourself to love. And let me tell you, beautiful Taurus, that is, it's like being led by the nose. It's very much about being led by the nose, because here's the thing, my beautiful, beautiful Taurus. If that is where you're coming from, you are never going to be ready. Never. Okay? Because the reasoning itself comes from a limited space. It comes from a space of I'm not good enough. And you are. Okay? Let's clarify. Just want to share with you that beautiful, beautiful sacred geometry candle magic course of mine, 5-week course starting on November the 5th. Details in the description. Check it out. Do join us. It's going to be marvelous. All right. So clarifying the world, you have got the Ace of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man. So money was definitely, a strong contributing aspect here to whatever didn't work out between you and your person. But there is a divine breakthrough now that, especially if both of you are struggling with money, provision, clients, business, job, whatever it may be, career. But there's an opportunity here. There's a gateway of opportunity that's opening for you. And it's you and this person, you're really close because it's amazing how, even if you have no contact, you are very aware of each other's energy. You know, if it goes good with you, it goes good with them. If it goes bad with them, it goes bad with you. You know, so there's a beautiful breakthrough. You get to work on things together. There's definitely, definitely, like, no two ways about it. There is a conversation that you and this person needs to have. And I do feel that somebody owes somebody an explanation here. And I do think that it is you, but don't overthink it so much. Let the true intention of your heart guide the way. All right, let spirit lead the way. And if you're saying, like, I don't know how we're going to get back together, I know how it's going to work, I don't even know if they want to talk to me, type of thing, surrender to spirit and say to spirit, spirit, you show me the way here. Okay. Clarifying the Four of Swords here in your twin flame reading, you've got the King of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the Devil. So, do you see no more excuses? All right, no more excuses. You were meant to be together. That is really coming through very strongly here for you. Queen of Cups, King of Cups together. This is the yin, the yang, divine male, divine feminine. But this is not sort of like it must be a man, it must be a woman type of thing. This is, divine male, divine feminine, yin and yang. It's about the balance that we get and maintain between our sort of like emotions and our more sort of like headspace. All right? And there is definitely, the two of you are going to have a conversation. You're going to have a conversation. And tell me, beautiful Taurus, where in the world are you? Where are we connecting from? And does it resonate with you? And if it does, and you're open to a solution that is to your benefit, go ahead, place your hand on your heart, take a breath and say yes. Okay? Clarifying the Three of Pentacles, you've got the Two of Swords, the Six of Swords, and the Five of Cups. Yeah. It's so interesting. Because I get a feeling here between you and this person, in your most honest moments, you might admit things, but I get maybe a sense from your side that you might say, like, I did care for them, but I'm not ready for them, and maybe I missed out on my opportunity now. And I get the other person saying, I'm over them. But the two of you are still so beautifully connected. I think that both of you need to overcome some things in the past, but I really think it's going to be better if you actually do it together. You can help each other, because trauma typically tells us that we are alone, that we've got no support. So by opening your heart to this person, you get the support so you can move beyond the limitations. All right. Drawing for you from my Breath of Life Tarot Oracles. Does it resonate? How do you feel? You have got the Ten of Wands. Okay. And the Ten of Wands says, hold up. Stop breaking your head. Already doing a great job. Take a break. And the best break you can take is to maybe reach out to that person, answer their message, or, be open to the idea that things can work out. Instead of looking why things can't work out, maybe open yourself to the idea, what if it can work out? What if we can, make it work together? All right. Really, really cool. I actually feel you're saying, but it's too simple, but that's what Spirit's giving you. So think about it. Okay? So that's what I have, my beautiful Taurus. I hope that it helps. Remember to subscribe. I do a reading for you every week, so hit that notification bell. Like the video. I always like looking at your comments, and I will see you next time.